And bringing everybody in. Good morning. And some of you can hear me and some people are just coming in on the audio. We've had a little bit of delay to things this morning, but we should get back on track. And I'll start talking. Most people are connected. You'll stay on mute for a few minutes, but my name is Judge Person. Excuse me, my name is Judge Person. I do welcome everybody to court this morning. I'm going to make some brief announcements in just a moment. Before I do that, Mr. Mendez, I believe that's all he had pending. I did receive the information that you provided to the court. Actually, I received everybody's information. And I reviewed it and found that I could dismiss that insurance charge because you did have insurance on that date of the stop. So we will email that dismissal to your email that you set your case on to this docket with here in a little bit. But you're done for today with the thanks of the court, okay?
Ma'am, you're saying that my dismissal was approved?
Yes, I approved it. I have it right here. We'll be sending it to you, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
So you said I'm done for the day?
Yes, just look for that heading to your email within the next hour or so.
Thank you so much, Judge Person.
Thank you, Mr. Mendez. Good luck.
Have a wonderful day, okay? Thank you.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye. Okay, and then I have a few folks that I just need to identify. Starting with Ms. Basava, Nama Basava. Yes, is that your name or the name?
It's Norma Basave's middle name. It was my maiden name.
What is the name that we have?
Norma Sanchez.
Just one moment. I'm not seeing her on my docket. Okay, it's not typed into my docket. Okay, it's not on here. We do have Sanchez. So let me just see if I have your file so we can get it.
I went yesterday afternoon.
Yes, I see what happened. And Ms. Sanchez, I just want to get your file pulled. So I'm glad I have your name and I will definitely get with you shortly. Okay. And then woman, I believe, I don't see if it's a male or female, but if you'll unmute and go to video, you're labeled Doreen. And I've asked you to start video and unmute. Hi, good morning. What is your full name, please? Can you unmute?
Marianne Beverly Spiker.
That's okay. Thank you, Ms. Spiker. I was actually visiting with another person, but I'm very glad that you chimed in because you were next. So thank you. I got you down. The lady named Doreen on the screen. If you could, you're going to have to unmute. I can't hear you. And so I've asked you to unmute. That might help. Yes, click on that.
Okay.
Yay. Okay. Yes, ma'am, I can. What's your name, please?
Okay, it's going to be Amos Sauls.
Thank you. And are you Amos Sauls?
No, hold on.
That's fine.
You kind of sick me, so.
That's okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Mr. Sauls, you're on the pretrial docket and in a moment, and I'm glad you have someone helping you with technology. Okay, but that's a meeting with Ms. Warren, and we'll start that in just a moment. So you need to sit and listen for a few minutes and then it will be your turn, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you very much. And then I had one person named Salgado, Alexandra Salgado. Could you unmute and tell me your name, please?
Yes, it's Alexandra Salgado.
You have another name, perhaps?
No, not really, but I do go by Alex.
We're looking. Sometimes things get added at the last minute and don't make it onto my list of things. Finding it? Sorry. Okay, what on the pretrial or on the regular? Okay, that's not been on my list either. So we'll get her stuff pulled up. Okay, Ms. Salgado, we've got you down. Thank you. Well, I'll be with you shortly.
Okay.
Okay, so just again, my name is Judge Person. I do welcome everybody to court this morning. I do want to let you know a few things that I think helpful when you appear in a court like this one. This is a municipal court, and the cases, what makes that different is that the cases that are filed here result in the imposition of fines and costs. Generally speaking, they don't result in the imposition of jail time. People can have warrants, and that can subject you to arrest, but generally you don't get sentenced to a term of jail time unless you go to warrant by neglecting your case, not coming to court, not communicating, missing deadlines, and so forth. So that's the thing that makes it different. Now, when you're given that ticket or sent a summons for a citation, those are all methods that we have under the law for accusing someone. That's what a ticket is. It's an accusation. And when you give a plea, you're giving an answer or a response to that accusation. And there are three options for pleading: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. You're presumed to be not guilty. If you enter a plea of guilty, you're saying, I did this. If you plead no contest, you're allowing me to find you guilty without saying I did or didn't do it. It's kind of a neutral plea to move forward with sentencing. If you plead not guilty, you're contesting the charge, which is your right to do. And we move that case toward a pretrial process and then a trial process. On the pretrial process, you'll be scheduled for a Zoom meeting. That docket is meeting today. And then you'll be scheduled for a live meeting, and that happens here in the courtroom. And so if you are scheduled for a pretrial today, the city's prosecutor is named Ms. Nicole Warren, and she is here today. She'll be on screen in a moment. Good morning, Ms. Warren. How are you, ma'am? Ms. Warren represents the state of Texas. She represents the party that has filed the charge. She is not your lawyer or mine. She is an independent lawyer for the state. And so what you need to understand is while that meeting is mandatory and while you must show up and participate, you're not required to make statements to her. But if the case is resolved today through you and Ms. Warren, that will cancel that later meeting, the live meeting. Otherwise, the live meeting, it's been scheduled already, and you'll need to be here for that if we're not resolved after today. So if you plead not guilty, you're heading into that setting process. And if the case remains unresolved, we're moving that case toward a trial docket. If you plead guilty or no contest, we're moving that case towards sentencing today. If you've already pled and there are problems with the sentence because it's not being completed, then we're going to want to try to solve the problem and see if we can get the cases back on track. But I'll need to, walk you through those. Okay, so I've got Sanchez and I've got Salgado. And don't worry, folks, I have a lot of experience. So moving forward, the pretrial docket it will start in a moment, but I do want to let you know There are 4 ways to gain a dismissal, even where you've pled guilty or no contest. One is if you have something that can be dismissed through compliance. I did not see any of those today, but if you have something like that, I will walk you through it and talk you through it and see if we can get you to a dismissal. The offense has to be one that can be dismissed. There went Mr. Sauls. Hopefully he'll get back on in a moment. And 1, it has to be a qualified offense. And 2, we have to get the details under the law. There are details, requirements to be met. We have to get that too. So I'll walk you through those requirements, see if we can get you there. If we can, great. If we can't, there are other options. If you have a moving violation, you can gain a dismissal, the second type, through a driver safety course. You have to be on time. You have to have a Texas license or be active military or dependent. You cannot be a CDL holder. Again, I'll walk you through it. Excuse me, I've just got to keep my voice today. Third option for a dismissal is to do a deferred disposition. That means delaying the case, putting in some conditions. If you meet the conditions, your case gets dismissed. The trick to the deferred disposition, and deferred means delay, and disposition means to finalize. So delaying the finalization of your ticket, if you meet the demands of the deferred, you get a dismissal. We put a piece of paper in place. You have to sign it. We need to work that out. And the conditions are for the judge to impose. And at the end of the deferral period, if you do everything you're supposed to do listed on the list of things, you get a dismissal. Here's the trick, okay? Everybody always wants to know, what's the trick? The trick is you need to ask when you enter your plea. So guilty or no contest, I'd like a deferred. That's how you ask, okay? Now you can ask the prosecutor. She is able to bring those forward to the judge. In higher level courts, you only get to ask the prosecutor first, then the judge. In a Class C court, you could ask both the prosecutor and the judge. So it's a little different here. If you've ever watched another type of court, sometimes that's confusing. I get more confusion on that with lawyers than I do citizens. So now you know, speak up, or I am supposed to assume you don't want to do that, okay? And they last about 4 to 6 months of good behavior and maybe a class. We've got to sort out what the problem was and the finances of it as well. So we can do that today, okay? But you've got to make the request, all right? And then the fourth way is if you qualify for teen court. I didn't see any teen court students today, but there might be some. My memory, I'll go through the paper as we get to your case. But if you're a student in high school or middle school, we can talk about teen court. Okay, so Ms. Warren, I'm hoping Mr. Sauls, let's give him a few minutes. I kind of watched him struggling with the technology. I don't have Rodney Duncan on my docket today. I mean, he's on the docket, but he's not here. And I don't have Amos Sauls right now. If you don't mind just kind of cooling your heels for maybe 10 minutes, give him just a final chance. He was on and it looked like he just got disconnected. So, and we had audio, we had video, and he had someone there helping him. So I'm kind of hoping he'll log back in. I don't know quite what happened, but I'll let you go if he's not back in a few minutes, okay? If you're okay with that. And I'm gonna move forward then with Tiona Blaine. Ms. Blaine, if you'll unmute. I did review your file this morning before we got started, and I had a couple of questions. The financial affidavit that I have on file for you, ma'am, yes, ma'am, it's kind of old. It's from March. You were doing DoorDash at that time. Is that different now?
No, ma'am, it's still the same.
Okay. Has your financial income from that stayed the same as well?
Yes, ma'am.
And then your bills, have they changed?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so no changes. And we have been doing, and then you don't have children in the home?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so since that time, and I ordered community service back in January, 23 hours. We've had some missed dates, some extensions given, and just nothing has been submitted. So the court has done its part. made community service available to you. You've done nothing at this point as far as the court's concerned, except create work for us to try to get you back in to talk about it. What do you need to say about this? Because I don't know what I can do for you at this time.
I've been behind a little bit with trying to move and trying to find a job and everything. So that is on my end. I have been behind a little bit.
Right, but when you have deadlines and you don't commit to them and actually follow them, you're subject to being arrested. Did you know?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so, I can't work with you if you're just an empty chair, okay? An empty chair means I just sign a warrant. Now you're here, so that's at least not an empty chair, but I don't know what you're asking for me to do today. What is it you're trying to get me to do? Because it's either going to be payment or community service, and you're qualified for community service, but you got to show up.
Yes, I'm available to do community service now.
Well, I need to see some traction. So I've got 23 hours. I can give you one more chance to show me something. If I get something, if not all of it, I need at least, let's try for half of it first, but it's 23 hours. And I normally give 60 days, but I'm only going to give you 30 because I want to see if you're going to really do it. Now we can make the paperwork available. You probably need it again, and we can get that to you. I noticed that you're in Temple. I'm going to ask you to come get it, okay? Because it's a big, large packet, and I want you to read it at the counter, see if you have any questions, and maybe commit to circling who you're going to try to go do that community service with. That would be a start, You need to start putting it on your to-do list. I can't do that part for you, but I want to clear your stuff. I want your stuff to be over with, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So let's do that. And you come on by. When can we look for you?
I can come today.
What time?
Around like maybe about an hour.
Perfect. It'll be everything will be at the front desk, okay?
Okay. And I also had a question. So if I can't get community service done in Temple, could I do it in like Austin? I can do it in.
If you will read the packet, it says any nonprofits, page 1. That's why I want you to read it here. Because since January, you didn't know that. Every nonprofit under Texas law is a provider. My list is just to try to get people started.
Okay.
So do your part.
Yes, ma'am, I will.
All right. Okay. We'll see you shortly.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Stay on time. If you're not finished, that just means you need to ask for an extension and show me what progress you've made.
Okay.
Okay?
I will. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Try
All right,
again.
thank you.
Let's get you done so you don't go to warrant.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Sauls, let's get you back on screen. Your audio's good. Okay, great. So I'm going to actually, glad you got logged back in. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and create that room to talk to Ms. Warren. She's patiently waited. Okay, and Ms. Warren has an invitation to join that room, and now you're going to have one. You'll click on that. When you're finished meeting with her, you're going to click back over to this room. So you're about to go into a different virtual room, okay? It's kind of cool if you think about it. Here you go.
Okay.
See it?
Okay.
Click on that and it'll take you over there to visit with her. There he went. Thank you, Ms. Warren, for your patience. And now I'm moving forward with Chantal or Chantel. You can tell me the best way to say it. Ms. Garrett. Let's try to, there you are. Good morning, ma'am. How are you? I'll need you to unmute too.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Great. And how are you this morning, Ms. Garrett?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very well. Listen, we started the process of trying to clear your license back
Yes, ma'am.
in May.
Yes,
And-
ma'am.
And I had ordered community service.
Yes, ma'am.
We're here. We've had some extensions, but
Yes, ma'am.
nothing turned in yet. So
No, ma'am. Oh, sorry.
you're on time though, so that's great. What's the
Yes,
deal?
ma'am.
Yeah.
I still got the 10 hours. Like I said, I've been working a lot, focusing
We've
on
got
my
81 hours that are
Yes,
gonna
ma'am.
be. Okay.
So all I need to do is what you said 81, so 79.
So I have
No.
81. What have you turned in? Because I don't.
I haven't turned in anything. I was going to do it together, but I still have 10 hours of community service on my paper. But y'all haven't got it yet, but I still have it.
Where are you doing that?
At CTLC.
Okay.
It's they do food pantry and help with assistance and stuff.
CTLC. Sorry.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
said that. Are
Okay.
you driving?
No, ma'am, I'm sitting in my car.
Okay. Yeah. Hold still. It helps.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So what's the holdup?
With me working all the time, my daughter just started school. It's a me problem. So that's why I wanted to ask you if you can give me another extension, or
Yes.
if there's a possible maybe community service and some payments to knock it down, because I know you're very understanding and you've been working with me. I want the same thing you want. Just maybe I'm trying to maybe easier, a better way for me to do it, to get it done. Because I can do it, but then sometimes I go, I only have 2 days off. One of them's the weekend, and they tell me I have to, I can't just do a couple of hours. I have to be there in the
Pick a
morning when they
different-
start and the end. And then sometimes, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Ms. Garrett, I have a suggestion. Let's get you
Yes,
to
ma'am.
turn in the hours you have.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you might need to pick a different provider,
Yes, ma'am.
one that will work with you a little bit better.
Yes, ma'am.
They're on there. I trust.
Yes, ma'am.
Um,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not an advocate for one over another, but I will
Yes,
tell you,
ma'am.
like Parks, they usually will take what you can give them.
Okay.
You might think about just calling on down that list and
Okay.
finding one that can work a little bit better with you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to go ahead and give you 60 days. You've been on time.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want to convert you to payments too. I can
Okay.
flip what we're doing, but combining them at the same time.
Yes,
doesn't-
ma'am.
Saying someone can't afford to pay and then making them pay and do community service doesn't make sense to me. And I think you'll like this rate better too.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I'm going to go ahead and keep you on community service.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Because you're getting $20 an hour.
Yes, ma'am.
So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and extend that. And
Yes, ma'am.
we can email that extension. Do you
Okay.
still have a timesheet for a new provider?
Yes, ma'am. I got it the day I came to ask for your court conference. So like 2
You've
days
got a
ago.
blank. You've got a
Yes.
blank. Okay. Yeah, we'll send you one more with the new date, but you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
use the old sheets.
Okay.
Just the new date will be on there, so you'll have it. It's 11/11. So that's convenient.
Yes,
Okay, Ms.
ma'am.
Garrett, just keep staying on time until you get it all in.
Yes, ma'am.
okay?
Yes,
And
ma'am. Yes,
let's
ma'am.
kind of step up some progress, okay? I do want the
Yes,
same
ma'am.
thing you
Yes,
want,
ma'am.
but it's not my license, it's yours. So
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
you're a little more, it's personal for you.
Yes,
And for
ma'am.
me, I definitely, try to be as personal as I can, but it's your stuff. So
Yes, ma'am.
let's enable you to get on down the road, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Garrett.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thanks for staying on time. You too.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, good. And so moving to Diane Patterson. Ms. Patterson, you can unmute and I'm going to pull your file. And before we
Okay.
visit, I'm going to visit just briefly with Ms. Warren and Mr. Sauls as well. Ms. Warren, I know you've had a moment to visit with Mr. Sauls. Is there a resolution?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sauls has 3 cases on the docket today.
Yes.
And he has changed his plea in all 3 instances to no contest. And
Okay.
I told him that you would work with him regarding dispensing of the fines.
Okay, thank you. And Ms. Warren, Rodney Duncan having not appeared, that's your only case that showed up today. So you are good to go. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Mr. Sauls, can you unmute? Good morning. How are you, Mr. Sauls? Mr. Sauls, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. I know you're retired, and I think you have someone helping you at home. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then I just real quickly, are you in a mortgage or are you having a tax bill every month? I think it's $650.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is that like a mortgage?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Give me just a moment.
Okay.
Okay. And are you, forgive me, I'm thinking that you have help at home because you have some limits to your physical ability. Is that
Yes.
fair?
Right.
Okay. And I'm showing payment to be difficult. I can reduce your fines and put you on the $15 a month that you requested.
Right.
Will that work for you?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm gonna do some reductions before you get here today, but we need to have you come sign off on a payment plan.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get that ready for you. And if you could be here around the lunch hour, will that work for you?
Yes, ma'am. That'd be fine.
Okay. And they'll have it at the window. I don't have a total yet, but they'll show you what it was and then what it is now. Okay. Or what it is after I do reductions based on income.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
And let me ask you one more thing. Can you make a payment today?
No, I can't.
Okay. When can you make that payment? What's the best day of the month?
On 3rd.
So we'll start October 3rd.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'll have that ready for you at the window, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
All
so
right,
much.
thank you. I
If
appreciate
you
it.
run into problems making payments, come up and talk to a clerk about it, okay? Don't just let it go, okay?
Okay.
All right, and I'll troubleshoot with you if you run into trouble with it, okay?
Okay, I appreciate you. All right. You have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
A little more complicated. Okay, so moving forward, Ms. Sanchez, if I'll have you unmute. Oh, I'm sorry, forgive me. I need to move forward first with Ms. Patterson. Excuse me, Ms. Patterson. You're right here on top. I just looked at the wrong stack. Ms. Sanchez, I'll be with you shortly. So Ms. Patterson, I have
Yes.
yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi. I have a no insurance charge. And hold on just a moment. That one says it was judged guilty, but no plea pending. Yes. I didn't see a plea in the file. Okay. Shows pending. Plea. Maybe we could look at the plea. Maybe there was something about it. I thought it said something. It's a transfer. Okay. Okay, now I've got it. Okay. So we did have 36 hours of community service. We started that in July. And right now we don't have any hours. What can you tell me?
After I had my wreck, I broke my ankle, and had to have surgery and pins put in. And then I got the community service, but I was in a homeless shelter, Salvation Army. And now I don't even have a car to get anywhere. And I do have mobility issues. And I can't really step up onto a bus. So, I mean, I just haven't been able to do it.
Okay.
But I'm
So
willing.
the solution for that is that you get your doctor to write you a note and you get it to me before your due date. So let me give you a
I don't
60
even have insurance to go to a doctor.
Well, you went and had pins put in your ankles. So surely there was a doctor who saw you.
Oh, okay. So I can go back to that one or just call them.
It may be that you can just call them. I don't know.
I don't
But
even have a phone.
Yeah, well, we have to solve it some way. And I either get community service a note or a payment. And I don't feel like
I can't pay.
Yeah, payment's not appropriate. So I need something to document why the decisions I reach. And I can't scan you into the file. So I need a thing I can scan. So I can give you 60 days to work on
Okay.
getting, because it's September and we've had 60 days. So let's do another 60 days.
Okay. So is that going to be for all three of my citations?
Yes. I mean, if you
Okay.
can't do community service for one, you can't do them for any of them.
Okay.
But I can't waive it till I have something.
Okay.
Are you still homeless? Are you living in Cove?
I'm in an apartment in Killeen that the Salvation Army got me. And they're
Okay.
still assisting me with rent.
When we hang up today, I need you to call the clerk's office and change your address. I would do it with you, but I don't like announcing people's address on the internet,
You
right?
can't. Well, right. I understand. And that's good. I mean, you can't just get it off the forms I sent in.
I will look. The form, what I have right now is Cove.
Cove.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a while since I actually lived at my daughter's house in Cove, but I did put my new address on.
Why don't you email us and send your new address? I mean,
Okay.
Why is that?
I mean, I put it on the financial affidavits and on the appearance forms.
Okay, a clerk found it. We found it.
Okay, but I can still email it if I need
This one
to.
says Cove. Is it on Hallmark?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. There's another form. It wasn't on the one that I have. So, okay, we've got that. You've got an extension. We'll mail that new date to you to the email that you're on right now.
Okay.
Okay. And then let's hear from you by November 11th.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Now, Ms. Sanchez, let me get your file pulled and you can unmute.
Thank you.
And I just need a quick moment. We have a speeding charge from September 13th. And that's the newer one. And I have a plea of guilty on that charge. Is that your plea today?
Yes.
Okay. You're doing driver safety for your other charge. And
Yes.
that one is not due until December 14th. With your driving course and your record, okay? Remember, it's the two things. You still have quite a bit of time. You're good. On the new one, you're pleading guilty. What are you asking to do at this time?
Well, it's the first time I have tickets. It was this week, well, only 1 week, one Monday, and then the following Monday. So it's kind of scary to have it on my record because I'm trying always to be a good driver and behave well. But as I was telling the officer both times, I've been having issues with my kids since middle August. My daughter got sick, and then she passed from one virus to another, and then my boy was sick, my son. So I really, that week specifically from early September to this week, I was really overwhelmed with, you know how it is. Well,
Chaotic.
to have a child at home, especially my daughter, she's 2, and it's been so overwhelming. I have all these letters from the doctor when they got excused for school because it's.
I believe you.
Yeah, and you know what? I was just distracted. My home is close where I was. So it's kind of like I was late to pick up my son from school. I had my daughter with me. And I was just starting to drive, and my mind was, I don't know, somewhere else. Especially that day I was thinking about maybe it was another thing because she had COVID in June. And I was thinking probably it's like the inflammatory thing that goes inside. Because she couldn't get better.
Yes.
And it's still not completely well, but it's getting better, thanks God. So it was, of course, it was an eye-opening for me that he stopped me twice and I said, okay, I need to concentrate, I need to do better. It's gonna pass, and I'm not gonna let all these problems kind of overwhelm me. So I'm just worried about my record. It's all. And that's why I was asking her if I could do something else.
Yes, we can look at a deferred disposition to keep it off your record. We do have to collect payment, which is $259. Can you pay that today?
Yes.
Okay, then I shorten it. It's for 90 days, and you're already taking a class. So I'm not going to make you do another class. You just do the one class for the other ticket, but you'll be on a probated period, so you can't get any more tickets.
Yes.
Get another ticket. Listen. If you get another ticket, then this one becomes a conviction. If you go ticket free, no tickets for the time, for the 3 months, then I dismiss it. Okay? Okay. We can email to you the document, but I need your signature. Can you print it and email it back signed?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay. Once you have the document, you sign it, you send it back to the court, and then you go online and make payment.
Online, perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
So right now, you're going to wait for your document to come on the email, and then print it and get it back to us, and then you can call a clerk on the office here. And find out how to go online and make payment on the city's website.
Okay.
All right. Do you understand?
Yes,
Okay.
I understand. Thank you so much.
Do you have any questions?
No, I don't.
Okay, we'll send that to you in a few minutes.
Perfect.
Maybe use it to pay attention.
Yes.
Remind yourself.
I know.
Because you don't want to get hurt.
Yes, especially. Right. And I thought it's good. I mean, I was too fast probably, and it wasn't that much, but things happen for a reason. I need to slow down and pay attention because driving is something really dangerous. Yeah, I know.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay well.
Thank you.
Ms. Salgado?
Hello, good morning.
Hi. Good morning. Give me just a quick moment. How old are you today?
I am 17, ma'am.
And you are in school at Temple High School?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And there's a speeding charge, and we're looking at teen court.
Yes, ma'am.
With teen court, there's a $20 fee. And a class.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry?
For the fee is okay.
Listen, okay? There's a $20 fee and a class.
The $20 fee for the course?
Yes. No. 2 things. The $20 fee and a class.
Oh, you glitched. I'm sorry.
There's a $20 fee and a class. Can you pay the $20 fee today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You'll have a class due October 14th.
Okay.
I need you to come to the court to get your paperwork and pay the $20, and we'll give you course information.
Okay.
Okay. When can you come to the court?
I can come right now.
Okay, great. We'll have everything at the front desk.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. We'll see you at the court.
Okay.
And I have someone on the phone. Yes, it's fine. And it was Miss Spiker. Miss Spiker, are you there? Hello, Miss Spiker. Miss Spiker, can you speak up?
I'm unmuted now.
Hi there. I'm well. How are you?
Fine.
Good. I had one case for rubbish, and we had a pretrial online, and then we had a final pretrial, and you didn't show up.
I did not receive,
Yeah, you did. We have that setting where we set that up for you. So I can reset it, but you're gonna have to come to the court.
okay,
It's December, we're gonna reset it for December 1st.
December the 1st.
December 1st, here at the court building.
Okay.
Okay?
And court will be in session, right?
Yes, it will.
Okay,
So we're going to, I'm gonna need you to come by the court and sign for that.
okay.
And so when can you be here?
I can be here in about 15 minutes.
Okay, we'll have it at the front desk for you.
Okay,
Anyone at the front can help you.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.